Hello, this is Britt Caswell with another example video. In today's video, I'm covering example 5 from section 7-5 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 1 textbook. The goal of today's video is to apply factoring trinomials. So this says that Benjamin is designing a new house. The bedroom closet will have one wall that contains a closet system using 3 different size storage units. The number and the amount of wall space needed for each of the 3 types of storage units is shown. What are the dimensions of the largest amount of wall space that will be needed? Okay, so you could see there's like the square shape, which is x by x. There's a small square, which is 1 by 1. And then there's a large one that is 1 by x. Okay. So if I were to find the area of each of these boxes, this one has x squared, this one has 1, and this one has 1x. And so now it tells us how many of each there are. So there's 1 of the x squared units plus 12 of the x units plus 35 of the 1 units. And so when we have this, what I'm going to do to find the dimension for the wall is I'm going to go ahead and factor this. So here I'm setting up my factoring table. Here's my double bubble. So I fill in an x and an x. My first sign is a plus, so it falls down. My second sign is also a plus, so that means that my signs here have to match, as well as the fact that I'll be adding on this table. So now I'm finding the factors of 35 that add to make 12. So if I find the factors of 35, I have 1 and 35 and 5 and 7. And when I add those, I get 36 and 12. So I need to use the 7 and 5 mentionings here, or the 7 and 5 factors, sorry. All right, so depending on what value we use for x for these closet parts, the length along the bottom or on one side of the closet will need to be x plus an additional 7, and the height will be x plus 5. Alright, so now they're going through this again, but now they're switching up how many of the storage units they're using. So this says that we're using 1 of the x squareds, 12 of the x's, and only 11 of the 1 by 1s. And so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and factor this. So I fill in my x's for my double bubble. My first sign falls down. My second sign tells me if my signs need to match or be opposites. So because it's a plus, these have to match. It also tells me that I'm adding when I fill out my factor tree. Now remember, with my little factors, I need to flip the 11 and the 12. So I have the 11 here and the 12 here. So the only factors of 11 are 1 and 11. It's prime. And so right away I could fill in 11 and 1 on my table. So right there, those are the dimensions of the largest wall area. So there we have it, guys. That is applying some factoring trinomials. Until next time.